Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Make Money Audit YouTube channel and makemoneyaudit.com website. Today, we're going to do another audit on Alex, where he claims how I make $790 a day selling boring PDFs using Claude. He's claiming that he makes 39, the clip art made in $39,000, right, in 50 days on his Etsy store. Okay. But that's his store. And the proof that anyone can do this with strangers, he's using other people's stores and randomly looking at their stores, measured by a tool that only guesses on the revenue. Now, the tool that he uses in there is a guess. Whatever you use, Everbee is probably the best one. I don't know if that's the one. I can't remember if it is or isn't on the video, but that's guessing. Okay. And then usually a real beginner generally makes around $100 a month, if that. And he's claiming that the market that he's saying to get into isn't crowded, but it's saturated. You got to read that. You got to look into this more. The market is saturated. So we'll listen to what he's got to say, and then I'll show you his grade. Here we go.
Guys, $39,000 in the last 50 days. Look, refresh, show it's real. I'm logged into my Etsy store. Nothing fake. Let that load in. Looking juicy. Simple math, guys. In the last 50 days, we're doing about $790 a day. So you guys are wondering, PDFs? You're selling PDFs? Well, what's in the PDFs? Well, let me show you my whole workflow and what I'm doing. So guys, look, as you can see here, this is, in a nutshell, what this PDF is, okay? The PDF is a delivery method because when people buy this PDF,
So I'm going to show you in a minute what he's suggesting, what market to get into. And if you're anybody that's in Etsy, you'll know right away that this market is saturated.
inside this PDF, it's actually a thank you card for the product they bought. So when they open the PDF they paid for, it's a Google Drive link where I'm selling the actual product, which is simply AI-generated PNG image files. Not one, but a few. Okay, so this being in a Google Drive file in a drive is a digital product known as a PNG clip art pack. Okay, so this is what we're selling in a nutshell. And usually these packs of images range from 40 to 60. Okay, that's the sweet spot. And we sell that for about $3 to $4 on the starting. And obviously, the longer you stay in this business, those prices can go up to $9 per PDF. And again, all we're selling are packs of images. Okay. And I know you guys are thinking, well, wait, who's buying images, especially AI ones? How does this work? I'll cover it. Just stay close, pay attention, and I'll cover this. Okay, guys. The cool thing about this, okay, is the
Okay, here again, I'm going to zoom up a little, move forward, and so you can actually see what his PDFs that he's trying to say is not a saturated market is. Here you go.
and $47,000. They're averaging about
Look,
$8,000 a month, and all
right.
they sell are $2 packs of images. Now, as you can see, the prices vary. If I filter around here, you can also see they sell things for $9, and people are buying these too. Okay, so this store is doing
Key point there, people to look at. How many years have they been on Etsy? 2.5 years. Good luck.
about six figures a year selling these simple.
So I'm going to go into, I'm not going to keep beating this up, but you'll see what he's trying to say is those are not a saturated market. Everybody's using Claude to make images. You got Nano Banana, which I think he uses in here also. If you think you're going to jump into Etsy and make a killing like that, you're not. So here's his grade. Oops. Came back as a D. Well, we already know why. Time to make your money is utterly bullshit. He says it can be done in 50 days. Yeah, he's been on Etsy for a couple of years. Newbie? No way. So let's say, okay, so AI clip art, Etsy sales. The video is pitching selling AI-generated PNG clip art packs on Etsy delivered via PDF. Okay, with a Google Drive link. We already know how to do that. The claims the 39,000 in 50 days while showcasing other stores making 8,000 a month and a new store achieving 3,000 in 2 months. Okay. 2 months. It still took time to get there. What you don't account for too is the amount of money these stores, probably this $3,000 a month store, created, and that number is not confirmed. It's a guesstimate. How much money they had to spend in ads to get that type of traffic. That's the thing you guys got to remember on Etsy. You can create anything on there, but if you don't drive traffic to it, you've got absolutely nothing. So the video implies beginners can see a significant income like 3,000 in 2 months by creating 60 listings. More like 6,000 would be better. Realistically, from scratch, beginners will take 3 to 6 months to generate even enough quality listings, learn Etsy SEO, yeah, and pay for advertising, and gain visibility to see any meaningful sales, likely under $100. So you think how 3 to 6 months and you only make less than $100? And what you pay on Etsy, remember 20 cents per listing, not a big deal. But what you pay on your ads or to drive traffic to your business, that's going to cost you more than $100 a month. The implied speed severely is misleading. That's the whole point of this D. Your time frame to get there is not 50 days. For a proven store, yeah, that's easy. But like that one store in there for, you know, 2.5 years, you're not going to get there in any sooner than 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months if you're lucky. Okay. The market is saturated. Yeah, the market for digital clip art and printables on Etsy is extremely competitive and saturated. In the video, he pretty much tells you that it's not, which is full of crap. While AI allows unique creation, discoverability among millions of similar products is a major hurdle for a new seller. Yeah, you're creating something that everybody else that has Claude or Chat or Nano Banana or Gemini, they all create them and they're all throwing them on Etsy. So, you do your math. Startup cost, including Etsy fees, 20 cents per listing. We knew that. And transaction fee if you sell something. A potential AI subscription, Claude Pro's 100, beginner's Claude's 20. Mid Journey, I think, is 20. Nano, I think, is around there, being a little bit more. So you're going to be spending money out of your pocket right out of the gate. Achieving a claimed revenue of 3,000 in 2 months for $2 to $9 packs requires hundreds of sales. Yeah, that's just what you sell them for. Then you take out the Etsy fees, you take out the transaction fees, you take out the advertisement fees, and you're lucky if you're making $1 or less, most likely. Okay, which is highly unrealistic for beginners. Most beginners will incur costs without significant sales for many months. Yep, you're going to be throwing money, down the black hole for a couple months at least. Risk factor, here it is. Significant time commitment required to create numerous high quality, unique packs and listings. Yeah, you could spend a couple hours putting together those 60, the packs, how many there were in there. It doesn't just, you don't just click them and say, oh, yep, that's good, sit and put it on there and hope somebody will buy it. They got to look good. And let's see here. Successful, yep, depends on Etsy's algorithm and policy, yep, as well as strong AI prompt skills and key eye for design trends. Yeah. If you look at the video, you'll see what he's showing you, where everybody else is seeing the same thing, thinking, yeah, I can build those. It doesn't happen. I had an Etsy store. I ran it. I was doing AI, but I was doing cars, custom cars. I was doing European cars, Porsche, Ferrari, and Lambos. And that took a ton of time. And basically I shut it down because when I had Claude look at it, my time compared to what I was making revenue, I was losing money. And I did it for almost a year and a half, every day creating images. I made money, but I did not make significant enough money to where I could quit my job at the time, or I was making $39,000 a month. It just didn't happen. And I was selling them for $1 to $5, I think. And I still was barely making money if once Claude ran it all together. I thought, nope, not worth it. So risk factor, we already know it's very risky. Um, I don't know, who should pursue this individual's existing graphic design experience. Yeah, I mean, if you can design, I mean, not Claude, Mid Journey, and all those guys, Nano, 100%, 1,000% better than anybody out there making drawings or whatever. So it's just a matter of what you can think up and whether if it's working or not. Um, who shouldn't be doing it? Anybody thinking you're going to get rich quick, that it's going to be passive income, because it's not. It's going to be worse than your 8 to 5 job if you have one, because you're going to be having to create and create and create and just keep creating. 60 is not enough. You need probably thousands on an Etsy store. It's just like anything else. Amazon, volume. eBay, volume. Anything, TikTok, volume. The more you have, the more people see, the more people buy. So again, done with that. So now, once again, on my channel, the website, makemoneyaudit.com. I always recommend you download this as a PDF so you can print it out and scribble, make notes. If you want to share it, there's the link. If you click this run with another audit, this is gone. So, and it's not going to let you rerun the same audit because it doesn't do that. So you run this audit once and it's gone. That's why I always say print it. Newsletter whenever I get to it. I'm sorry, I've just been extremely busy. But yeah, very risky. If you want to do it, do your due diligence. But his time frame is so unrealistic for a new beginner. It's just not going to happen. All right, like and subscribe. Look forward to the next video.